Hello guys, so let's imagine that if you are using AWS for your company infrastructure, right? For example, like in this case, I have like three EC2 instances. One for the sales event WordPress site, another one for ERP system, and then another one for company landing page. So to manage the EC2 instance, I mean like start, stop, reboot, or even terminate. So I have few options out there, right? I can go directly to the AWS consoles, open it, and then like interact with the EC2 instance. Here, for example, I can stop it, I can reboot it, I can terminate or start the stop it instant. I can also using CLI, but like it's very simple for the person with good technical background, right, with understanding about AWS. But like for the non-technical person, for example, like what if like the self event manager want to manage it by themselves, so that they don't want to bother us whenever they need to reboot the site, or maybe doing something with their EC2 instance, or maybe the EIB system. Sometimes it's got issue, and then like they want to try to reboot it before reach out to the like technical support. So how can they do that, right, with the limited training on AWS? So wonder if like we can build a chat program, right, something that they can talking with in human language, and then with the support from AI agents, and then proper tool, the AI agent can talking with them like just a human being, and then like helping them like start the instant, reboot the instant, stop the instant, or maybe like terminate the instant. Yeah, very easy without accessing to the console, without using COI, or without using any fancy tool. So I'm going to walk you through the process from scratch, right, for the beginner, for the absolute beginner. So you don't even need to write any single line of code to build the chat program that allow non-technical person or anyone like can interact with like the EC2 interact and then manage EC2 instant on the AWS without you accessing the console, or without like using command line interface, something like that. So check it out, it will be very interesting. Okay, so first thing first, like you need an AWS console, and then of course you need an like EC2, I mean the like n8n self instance, right? It can be cloud instance, or it can be self-host instance. So if you don't know how to set up one, like I have a video to walk you through step by step to deploy an n8n instance on Amazon Web Services. So check it out if you don't have it. Okay, and then like yeah, so let's start with creating our new workflow. So this will be like a workflow from scratch. Like okay, let's name it like chat 2 minutes, right? AWS EC2 instances, right? Okay, and then for the trigger one, it will be chat trigger, right? It will be chat trigger, and then yeah, and then we are going to have an AI agent, right? Yeah, you click search the AI agent, and then we're gonna with using chat model, right? I'm gonna go with my like familiar one, OpenAI GPT 4.1 mini. And to be able to use it, you need to set up your own OpenAI account, right? We also have other options, for example, like Gemini from Google, or like the one from Anthropic, or from DeepSeek, something like that. So yeah, select the one that you prefer. So it doesn't matter about the model, but the way we build the n8n automation workflow. Okay, we also add the memory so that it can the chatbot, actually not the chatbot but the agent, understand the context, right? For example, like if you make the command, and then there will be some question back and forth between you and the agents. So we give the agent the capability of understanding the full context of the conversation. Okay, so we have the chat model, right? We have the memory. Okay, good. And then now we are going to define something for the AI agent, right? We gonna give them the system message, and then we gonna give them the user message, right? But before that, let me try something. I'm gonna use my AI assistant, right, the ChatGPT, to help me write the prompt, right? The system prompt and the user prompt. I'm showing how easily it can be right here. Okay, so first, like before start, like, I'm already asking my GPT assistant to help me list out all the basic operation HTTP request with an EC2 instance. So it's give me the describe instance, start instance, stop instance, and reboot instance, and terminate instance. So 5 action in total, right? And then below it's just like the describe of the request. It with not I want is a curl command, right? So I want is the curl command, and then I tell my AI assistant ChatGPT to give me 5 curl command that I can work with the EC2 instance like this. Okay, so and then it come back with like the curl command. So yep, like actually I can write this on my own, but like it doesn't make any sense, right? We can use like GPT assistant for that. So yeah, remember this one, and then we gonna get back here. But like I want to come back with the prompt like here. So I asking my GPT assistant to have me write a prompt, right? The system and the user prompt for the AI agent that have DevOps engineer manage EC2 instance, right? And then I tell the I write in the prompt. I also mentioned that the AI agent will be like equipped, like we have the tool to with 5 action above, right? Describe, start, stop, reboot, and terminate. And then like the agent will need to discuss with the user and follow up question and make the tool call with the proper action. For example, if the user want to terminate the instance, it will need to double check confirm and then trigger the right tool. Okay, so it give me a very good system prompt, and I just need to copy it here, right? So and then I put it in the system message. It's the system prompt, and then I get back with the user prompt template, and I just put it here. Okay. Okay, just put it here. It just an example, right? We will tweak it later then. Anything? Okay, I think we are good, right? And yeah, the standard structure. So we have the chat, we have the AI agent, right? And then let's open the chat and see, like say hello. I'm gonna drag it up a little bit, right? I say hello. Okay, AI agent will check, and then yeah, it will tell me that please provide a reason for instance and 1.2. So I'm gonna right now, so just say like respond to their no, actually we don't need anything. We just put the chatbot because we already describe very clear here, right? Okay, and then we put a little few more we can say that the user request, and then your job is to understand the request, ask for the clarifying question. Okay, no, actually like use we can add one more, right? Use the region that has been configured within the AWS account, right? Okay, I'm gonna tell you later then, Malay. So when we configure the tool, I will explain why we can put the agent into the query. So right now, so while we already created chat, right? Chat, and then the chat will interact with AI agent, and then we also like provide, but like give an can you list out on EC2 instance in my AWS account. Okay, yeah, it's like yeah, regardless stay and tag region US is 1. Okay, okay, let's say okay. Yeah, but like it can't do it, right? Because like we haven't give the AIs and the capability, the tool, necessary tool to call the like access the our AWS account and then do something like getting the list of EC2 instance now. So it will be like back and forth for the eternity, right? So what we need to do right now is to give the like, let's say name it like AWS EC2 manager agent. Okay, yeah, and then we have the agents, and then now we need to give it the tool to do the work, right now it's very smart, but like this don't have necessary tools to build it, to do their job, right? And get back, so first we let's get back to the current command before, right? So describe instance, okay, and then copy the current command to describe in advanced instance, EC2 instance, and then click here, and then using the HTTP request to why? Because like AWS, if you go to AWS, you can see that we don't have the built-in one for EC2 instance, right? That's why we need to use the HTTP request. But like in case that you want to interact with other services and they have the built-in n8n node, so I would like to recommend the built-in node, because like it's already it's much more easier for you guys, and then it's also like well tested by the n8n team. So yeah, it's better to use, it's always good to use the built-in node if it's available, right? But in this case they don't have for the one for EC2 instance, so we need to use the HTTP request to, okay. And then right, instead of like filling the get method, the URL and everything, so it's better you use import code, right? Import, right? And then yeah, it gives you everything you need to get the list of instance, right? Action, describe instance, the version, the URL, the method. And here the authentication, we do not use this one, but like we use go to the authentication, and you click here, and then you select predefined credential, and then you select AWS. Okay, so I already have one as a account, but like I'm gonna create a new one so I can walk you through the process of that. Okay, you click here, you create a new credential, right? And then you can see here reason. So with n8n, they are not allowed to like dynamically passing the reasons in their query for the HTTP. So you need to, for example, like config difference. For example, you have like resource in US S1, you create one credential. You had resource in other region that you need to manage, so you create another credential, right? And then you because like the reason is fixed, lock into the credential, it cannot be changed, right? So you cannot create a credential that have access to different reason. It needs to be stick into one reason. So right now I have my own of my EC2 instance in US S1 North Virginia. So I'm gonna use this reason, and then I need access key and secret key, right? So if you want to get that, go back and then go to AWS IAM, right? So it's very basic for anyone who working with AWS, but like just make sure that we are in the okay, and go to user, and then for n8n, I have the service account n8n, and I have the security credential. So go to security credential, and then we have access key here, right? So yep, then you can create an access key, and then you can copy the key and secret from there, right? So anyway, let me create one. Just delete it, okay, because I maximum 2, so first deactivate it and then delete it. Okay, and then I will create one so that you can follow create access key, and then for third-party services, then I understood, right? Next n8n, okay, and then create access key. So we had access key, we copy it, and then we go here, and then we put it in the access key, and then get back, and then we copy the secret, and then we come here, and yep, this will be okay, and then we click save. Okay, so connection tested successfully. Okay, we are good with the credential for AWS, right? And remember that the region lock. Sometimes if you have problem with credential on AWS, it's gonna be the you don't have necessary permission, right? Or maybe this the incorrect region. So for example, and yeah, about the permission, you need to make sure that the your like AWS account have like necessary permission. In this case, we are dealing with the EC2 instance, so I add the Amazon EC2 full access permission. Actually, in the real world production environment, you need to create like very permissive permission just enough for the n8n automation workflow to use. So you should not that using the full access like that, but like for the demo purpose, it's much like let's keep it simple. So we can use the Amazon EC2 full access, yeah? And you add permission and then you select this one. Okay, so we are good with the credential, and then yep, this is the account too, right? And then keep everything same, and then yeah, so we have our first and I'm gonna name it like describe instance, right? Instances. And then we're gonna need a very good yeah, there's something here we need to check, right? First, the description is one of the key information, so that the AI agent, right, decide to call the tool. So we need to make it very clear for the agent, right? And then I had my I have my ChatGPT have me to give me a short description for each action, and I just need to copy it, right? Describe instance. So I'm coming here and then copy it, paste it. Yeah. So so it is like list EC2 instance in your account region, right? And then I want to check describe instance version. Okay, that's good. So we don't need to change anything, but like yeah, I think that's good. And then save. Okay, so right now we already have the chat, the OpenAI chat model, the memory, and then we have the first tool created. Okay, so let's give it a try, right? Hello, can you give me the list of my EC2 instances? Okay. Please by QI. Okay. US is I just want to check and make sure. Okay, we already have that. S1, no filter needed. Okay, you can see that the different, right? Now the tool have been called, right? First it working on a memory, and then it's working using the OpenAI model one, and then it's called the tool, right? So it is called the tool, right? And then it's respond with the data, and then it's using the OpenAI model again. So and then it's finally it's come up with the information, right? Let's open it a little bit bigger so that we can see, right? So it's not well formatted, but like it's just enough for you to see that we can have 3 instances, right? 1, 2, 3. The event WordPress site, the ERP system, the company landing page, the state run. Okay. So yeah, this is how we build the AI agent, and then give it a power, the tool that it needs to work with the instance. So next I'm gonna add more, right? So we want to stop the instance, right? For example, something that great. So we need another request tool, and then let's get back to our GPT assistant, right? And give it the curl command for the stop, right? So copy the stop command, come back here and click import curl, right? Import, and then come back in and give the descriptions for the stop instance, right? So by that way we can the AI doesn't know where to call it, right? Let's format it so it's make okay, and I will name it like stop instances. Okay, so it's instances. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, pause methods, and then authentication. Yeah, like we're using the AWS one, right? and then AWS account that we configured in previously, and then we don't need the date, we don't need authorizations. Here stop instance. Okay, and then you can see one thing very interesting here, right? We have some parameter that need to pass the action one, the version, but like the most important one is that the ID of this instance that will need to pass into the API so that the Amazon can know which instance we want to stop, right? Here is hard coded, but like I don't want to do that, right? I want the AI agent to talk with us, right? And then grab the information from us and then decide which instance. So how can we do that, right? We just clean it, and then the magical button here, right? Let the model define the parameters. So we click it, which means that this instant ID will be passed along from the AI agent, right, to the tool. When it calls the tool, it will pass along with the instant ID. So we don't need to like handle this value. Okay, so it will be decided by model while they is talking with us, right? So save it, and then yeah, let's try to, can you help me to stop the event WordPress site? The event already finished, completed. Okay, and that. Okay, so is because like stop and EC2 instant is like have like the action that need to be checked, right? It can impact the public side, so it check, and then it said that the name. Okay, you can see that I just mentioned it like symbolically, and then it's come back with exactly the name of the EC2 instance, and then the region, right? And then it need me to confirm, so very carefully, right? And then yes, I do. Okay, so instant ID cell event, so that you can see that cell event and the 310, right? 310. So it's grab exactly the instant ID from it, and then it pass. You can see that it do the very, yeah, the parameter is very amazing that it can be able to you can see in the chat that, right, I haven't mentioned any ID, right? But like their AI is smart enough to get the instant ID from its knowledge base, right? From its memory, and then it's pass along this parameter into the tool, right? And then it's do very good thing that it select the right tool, so it's using the stop instance, right, instead of the describe instance. So because like we have the description here, so the AI doesn't know when to call the describe and when to call the stop instance. And the second thing is like because we configure the, like we allow the model to define by the pass the value to the tool. So yeah, it get the information from its memory, and then it's passed along as a parameter without, yeah, we don't need to even like tell them. So you can see that all the time, like what I tell them is just like human to human chat thing, right? I didn't mention any like something fancy about AWS. I didn't tell them exactly the like instant ID. So yeah, all I tell is just in the natural language, and the AI agent is smart enough to capture the information, discussing with us back and forth to confirmation, and get exactly what we the command from our chat, and then like making the invocation to the tool to properly. Okay, then list on the like instant again. No filter needed. Required. Okay, so now it's called the DescribeInstances tool, and then yeah, you can see that the shell event WordPress site started, right? The ERP system and the custom landing page still up and run. Okay, so yeah, that we create the describe tool stop, and then yeah, it will be similar. That allows you to create another tool. So I'm gonna do it quick now because you already know how to do that, right? So we go to with the start first, and then copy the description. Then we gonna import the cur command for the start instance like this. Okay, import a cur, import it. Okay, remove this one, and then using the authentication account that we created before, and then for the instant ID again that we click here so that the model will pass along this information, right? And then we name it at like start instance. So yeah, you can do the same for other, right, other action like reboot and terminate. It should be exactly the same, right? And then now we can try again to, can you start the stop it instant in the let's say for example like the event campaign manager decide to extend the campaign into next few days, so yeah, they want to start it back, and then yeah, they can talk with the AI agent with the human language, and the agent can help them to start it, right, like this. So hey, I decided to, I want to extend the event for next few days. Can you start the stop it via instant, right? It's just human language, then no command or technical, no code here, right? And press enter. Okay, then I just want to confirm the stop. Okay, and it's made a confirm. Oh yes, go ahead. Okay, so it's know how to invoke the right tool, right? It's gonna right tool, and also it's pass along the right ID. Okay, impressive, right? This list on instances, no filter, so I can check this data. Awesome. So we can see that we have 3 instance, and this one is stopped before, right? You can see that they stopped it before, but now we just chat with the agent in the human language, and it's able to help it to start it back again. So it's just a very basic structure, right, with the chat trigger, and then with the agent, the model, the memory, and then also the tool. So we are able to build a chat to manage EC2 instance, and then it's a very good proof of concept that you can extend it furthermore to manage other services, right? So you can take a snapshot from your database, you can moving object between tier in your S3 bucket, something like that. So probably you can do anything, right? And we don't even need MCP protocol, right? It's like a scam. So yeah, we just use a tool to call the API. As long as you have the right API for your action, and you are good to go, right? So you can build agent to manage EC2 instance, and you can build your agent to manage your database, your everything, right? So yeah, but carefully be careful with the access key, right? With the permission that you give to the agent. So from my point, you can the agent actually, it can do anything, right, as long as you give it the right tool. But it's the software, right, and it's an AI, so sometimes it can be a problem with the programming, it can be a problem with a bug. So maybe instead of DescribeInstances, it may accidentally terminate the instance. So you need to limit the permission and what action that the AI can do, right? So you should not give it the permission to do something that cannot be recovered. For example, like terminate the instance without a backup, something like that. So yeah, carefully when you use the agent for to manage your infrastructure. It's convenient, it's smart, it's helpful, but it may have a problem if we are not manage it in the right way. So thank you very much for watching my video. I hope it's help you, give you some insightful information about what the AI agent can do and what we can build without like the strong programming background, right? You see that I haven't write any single line of code, but I am able to build the chat program to manage my AWS infrastructure. So yeah, I can do so. You can do the same thing, right? Don't forget to follow my channel, and then yep, I'm like recording every single day, every day. So every day will be new video. So like please follow and subscribe my channel. And then I see you in the next video. So if you have any idea you want to my recording with AI automation or with n8n, Langflow Zapier or something like that, so feel free to comment or send me an email. I would happy to see it. Thank you very much and have a very good day. Okay, bye.